Hey everybody, it's Doc. I know that some folks had wondered about the San Francisco trip. Maybe I can talk about it a little bit with the pug bugging me. Yeah. So yeah, I was flown out to San Francisco by Dolby Laboratories, and I think it's got some exciting potential. Whoa, yeah, bird boy. This is normal. I'm gonna say hi to everybody. Try this again. Flew out Thursday night. Took United. I didn't pay for it, so I can't really complain. Uh, kind of tight on the hips, yo. Those of us who are, you know, gravity enabled Americans, United Economy class is probably not your jam. Got to the airport in San Francisco, checked in on the Facebooks. Went outside, and the first thing I noticed was that it was appreciably cooler than the oven of Central Texas. And then the next thing I noticed was the smell of weed because there were dudes passing spliffs in the smoking section at the airport, which I guess that's a thing. It seems kind of unthinkable to me, but stuff is changing. Rode the BART into Powell Street Station and then walked my way up to Hotel Nico and checked in on Thursday night. And everyone was really super duper swell. Actually, that was one of the cool things about San Francisco is the hospitality industry has it nailed. Well, you done? Probably not. San Francisco is an international destination and a part of the big grown-up super cities, right? So I guess either you are awesome at hospitality or you don't have a job because really, really everyone was cool. I didn't know what to eat for dinner that night, so I went to Burger King because it's cheap, and I need cheap these days. Man, half the people in line for Burger King just stinking of weed, like weedy, weedy, weed, and I never really got used to it. It wasn't something that I just didn't notice or passed over. Just weed, so much weed. So I figure, hey, you are stoned and you go to Burger King, I guess. Makes sense. Also, every place had security guards, like security guards in every store. Went to Walgreens. Walgreens was crazy. It was not like the Walgreens that you know at all, I guarantee you. I walked in the front door and it looked like a grocery store, just like straight up grocery store, like a nice one. And I kind of backed out and looked back up at the sign to see if I was in fact at Walgreens. Like this, what Walgreens is this? You're hearing pug sounds because that's what she does. She likes to make a lot of noise. Went to Walgreens looking for just something simple, and I finally just gave up because it was super crowded and difficult to navigate and figure out. Like the just Walgreens stuff wasn't there, so I went to the liquor store because I understand liquor store, and it was liquor store like I think it works. That was Thursday night. Yeah, thank you, buddy. I know. Ended up waking up super early on Friday morning from a combination of time zone difference and just general nervousness. Yeah, I know it. You are not happy. You're not happy with my decisions. Went down to the Starbucks attached to the lobby, got a cafe mocha and a sandwich. Spent some time looking at Dolby's website and doing some research. The stock analyst will tell you a few things about a company. Oh, you guys are getting jiggy. That's great. I had enough time to spill my cafe mocha on the only dress shirt I had brought and hand wash it and have it dry by the time I went to the interview. Walked to the interview, walked through the Tenderloin at 10:15 in the morning. The Tenderloin at 10:15 in the morning is still completely crackers, and there were a lot of very poor, very angry people in the Tenderloin, and very clearly mentally distressed. A lot of yelling, whole lot of yelling, and a lot of not so happy people. I got to Dolby, and they let me in, and basically I had a series of interviews that went from 10:15 to I guess about 3 o'clock. I even had lunch there. I mean, it was like solid. I talked to a lot of nice folks. They were all pretty cool, and they were seemed enthusiastic for the most part. I really don't know how it all it's going to go down. I don't. I just don't. I want it to go well, but I don't know. You never know. So we got done with all that, and then I went with the director of marketing, who was my last interview for the day, and she was kind enough to drive me to the airport, where I flew back, and I was so tired because I was up so early, and I just went through this big set of interviews. I wouldn't call it sleeping on the plane so much as just kind of passing out vertically. A weird kind of daze where I wasn't really asleep, I wasn't really awake, just time was passing. And then I got picked up at the airport, which was nice. And that was like super, super early in the morning, I guess Saturday morning, just after midnight. And Saturday I slept on and off pretty much all day because it was so intensive. The truth be told, I was still pretty tired on Sunday. I don't remember a whole lot about it either. Dolby, Dolby's an interesting company. Hope I get some kind of work there. That'd be great. It'd be a great place to work. Dolby itself, and then San Francisco. How often do you get an opportunity to go there and really work there in a way that is theoretically successful? I mean, you have to make X amount of money to live there successfully. And in theory, this job would provide that. I have to effectively behave as though the job isn't going to happen. That is a bigger statement than maybe it sounds like, because I'm going to have to tear my life literally like to the roots. That's exciting and just horrifying, gut crushing, terrifying, all at the same time. Just no, this is it. This is it. This is it. I had the strength to do this kind of crap when I was younger. Like, I'm not younger. Either I end up at Dolby and I disrupt my life in that way for the better, or I don't end up at Dolby and I disrupt my life for the worse. Anyway, thanks for listening. You guys have a good week. I'm going to be on pins and needles waiting for the emails to roll in or not roll in. That's life in the big city. I guess I'll sign off as a representative of life in the tiny, tiny, small town in Texas. All right, take care. I'm going to hit the bye-bye button.